Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. The title of your reading is called Roar, Shallow Breathing. And then the other word I got for it was wishy-washy. So the stones, before I start, I gotta figure out how many skips to do to get to the songs that you need to be hearing. So, 1, 2. This song is called Muy Tranquilo by Gramatik. It's just kind of a good background groovy one. So, roar, shallow breathing, wishy-washy. So the stones that I was drawn to, again, hematite. This is a grounding, centering, and stabilizing stone that also absorbs negativity. And actually, I did my research. It comes from the Greek word for blood, and it has magnetic properties, so a law of attraction kind of thing. And then the other stone was a red jasper. And this is a grounding, balancing, and healing stone that supposedly provides passion or an invigoration of passion, insight, and stimulation, but it also replenishes depleted energy. So after that, the messages that I got for you, one of them was internal pressure. So one of the things that I want to mention about Leos is that they're a fixed fire sign. So once they're in the spotlight, they like to keep themselves there. They're generous, they're kind, yes, but they can be boastful and they can be arrogant, and they really do like to be, like I think of the line in the circus, the center of the stage, jumping through the ring of fire. So once they're in the spotlight, they will continue to change whatever it is in order to stay that way, in order to maintain that level of power, because fire is, a kind of powerful thing in its own sense. So the image that I got after that was they will burn anything to keep the fire going. So it's like if they run out of firewood, they'll burn the tent. If the tent burns and it's all gone, they will burn the food they have. Anything, they will literally go to any length to burn whatever they can just to keep the fire so bright, just to maintain that level of power. So roar, shallow breathing. Roar is like just the sound it makes, but shallow breathing, in order to get a good roar out, you have to have a good set of lungs. You can't be, breathing shallow and still get your roar out. I guess that's what I keep hearing. So then wishy-washy is like kind of, saying one thing, doing another, not really committal. To me, it sounds like you're somewhere, you're all show, and you're trying to fake it till you make it. But what you struggle to get, you will struggle to keep. And if it's not authentic, it's not going to work. If it's all for show, if it's all ego just to be seen, it's going to burn out no matter how much you burn. And I feel like, right now maybe you've burned bridges, and that's a metaphor for, burning connections with people just to maintain this certain way of appearing, showman. And I encourage you, with Muy Tranquilo kind of makes sense. I encourage you to just kind of let the embers sizzle for a minute. Take a moment, collect yourself, and figure out what way it is that you want to burn in. I feel like the internal pressure that I saw, I feel like it's all you putting this pressure on yourself. It's you wanting to maintain this certain level of, popularity, power, or dominance. And it's all on you that's making you feel this way. That's making you feel like you have to sacrifice all these things just to be this powerful powerhouse of fire. And I know that's really kind of cheesy, but my stomach just gurgled. That's a confirmation to me. So again, I encourage you to do whatever you need to do to replenish this depleted energy. And if you have burned a lot of important things to you just to maintain this facade, figure out what you can do to heal those situations. I'm seeing the Four of Swords. Also, the song Twisted by Taos is playing. And so now I just want to pull a couple cards and see what comes out. So roar, shallow breathing, wishy-washy. You can't roar if you don't have a full set of, full air in your lungs. So what's powering the situation? We have 3 cards. We have temper, temperance, greed, and change. With envy in reverse on the bottom. So, temperance is a heavenly virtue. Temperance is balance, moderation, and temperance in my deck is not. It's not temperance. It's temper and temperance are different things. However, this balance, this moderation, is a challenge for you. But it's an even bigger challenge because the universe is trying to get you to balance yourself out because, you know, nothing is light all the time. There has to be dark for the light. The light needs to take a break. And if the light doesn't take a break, all that means is the bulb is going to blow faster. So yeah, you can leave, this is a metaphor, you can leave, you know, your light switch on all the time so that it's never dark, but all of that bulb still only gets 1,000 hours of light time or whatever it is. And so it just means that it's going to burn out faster. It's going to blow. Yes, it might be on, it might be bright, it's powerful all the time, but then it's just going to stop. There's a line in a song, it's actually a song that I was in a music video to, called Free Girl by the Malloy Brothers. And she'd rather burn out than fade away. And so burnout to me is like a slow kind of, you know, it's on and off and on and off and on and off, as opposed to like, it was on, it was great, and then it just didn't exist. So I feel like it's a challenge for you to balance this. And because you are, it's in your, it's ingrained in your being, in your archetype, in whatever aspect and house that's, you know, Leo's in. This balance is going to be a lifelong journey for you to find. But temperance is a heavenly virtue because it's all about balance and moderation and being okay with, while, you know, not being on all the time, and being okay with the off, because you need the off to rest and recuperate. And the song I Believe in Miracles by Jackson Sisters is on next. That's kind of a strange one, but I think the miracle actually is, so greed is the next card out. 88. So we have 38, 88, and 50 here. So those are numbers you might be seeing. 38, 88, and 50. So with greed out, I feel like you need to, and change is next. So this is kind of cool because if we're talking about the spotlight, and spotlight again is going to be kind of a metaphor. You need to get used to balancing wanting the spotlight with allowing someone else to take it for a little bit, because if you're continuously trying to be the center of the attention and say that you are the best all the time, I just like imagine Donald Trump. If you're the best all the time, nobody's ever better than you. It's not necessarily better than you. Better and different are two different things. And you can't be the center of the spotlight because not everybody needs or wants all you have to offer all the time. People get sick of it. Like, think of a commercial that plays all the time. You're just sick of hearing about it. You're sick of the commercial. And I feel like if you keep wanting to hold on to the spotlight, people are just going to get sick of you. And then you're going to burn out even faster because you're going to be trying extra hard. Again, I go back to that original image of like, okay, you burned all the firewood. Great. Now what? I burned all the chairs. I'm going to burn all the tent. You're going to burn it all. Eventually, no one's going to have anything. No one's going to be happy because everybody's time is ruined because they're just, you know, they have this one fire and now they have no way to sit and enjoy it. So don't be greedy. Allow other people to have the spotlight. And I think this balance, temperance, this heavenly virtue is sharing the spotlight. This is what you need to be okay with. And so change is the last card out. Change is good. Mix it up. For the audience, mix it up because maybe, just maybe, somebody else needs to see somebody else in the spotlight so that they can appreciate whatever it is that you do. And a lot of times people won't appreciate something until it's gone. You know? They don't realize how much they missed that commercial until it's not there anymore, and all the other commercials aren't nearly as good as that one. I don't know if anything that happens for, but that's just the kind of analogy that came to mind. So balance your need for the spotlight. Try to understand that, there are more ways to be appreciated. And the other thing that just came to mind was, oh, it flew away. Hold on. It was a really good thought and it flew away. I'm really disappointed in myself right now. Anyway, on the bottom of the deck is envy in reverse. So somebody else might see what you have. Somebody else might see, they liked what you were doing. They like that better. So you got to at least give them the chance. Oh, that's what it is. Don't make your presence known, but make your absence missed. So that was the thought that I had. So being a lion, yes, you want to roar. You want to be, the center. You want to be confident in standing in all your glory all the time. It's very courageous. It's very ambitious. But the true success, I feel like, comes from when you do step out of the spotlight, people still wish that you were the one in it. And that's what makes a timeless success timeless, because it's appreciated the same no matter what. It's not a trend. It's not a fad. It's something that is meant to be prolonged and lasting. So if you're going to be a fire, be the kind of fire that is missed when it's there, not one that is exhausted until nobody wants it anymore. And change is good. Change is good because it's probably not fun to have to maintain that level of burning all the time. So this one was a little bit more confusing than the other readings I've done, I feel like. I didn't have as many notes, but life isn't all about faking it until you make it. And sometimes you gotta let somebody else have a turn, and it doesn't mean that you're any less loved or important. And as a Leo, there's a good chance that that's something that's really important to you. But it's important to share the spotlight. So that's all I got for you. I hope this helps, and bye.